Hello my unique queens, Kiana Unique here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to turn this 3XL men's t-shirt into a two-piece biker workout set. Let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to need, of course, the t-shirt, some elastic, scissors, pins, and a marker or chalk. Now, what I have here is a sports bra and a pair of long legging pants to kind of guide where I should separate or detach or split or cut the top from the bottom half. And I'm just simply drawing a line. My line was not straight, but it was not super important because we are going to straighten all this up later in the video. But I'm simply going to cut these two pieces apart, and we're going to work with the bottom half first. And I am drawing an outline of my leggings, and I do have my leggings folded in half with the back crotch seam outward, which is the longest point of your seam in the crotch area. The front is shorter than the back, and I'm simply tracing this, and then I am going to cut it out, and I'm leaving at least in half an inch to 2-inch seam allowance for these sewing purposes, and because you just never know if your shirt is going to stretch as much as you need it to. I'm simply going to cut this pattern out now, and then I'm going to use this half to make my other half of my biker shorts. The fabric is, of course, two pieces because we're using the front and the back of the bottom half of the shirt. And so as you can see, now I have one side, and I'm going to flip it over and cut the reverse side of the shorts. Once you have all four pieces, you're going to want to make sure that you turn your fabric inside out. It is best if you actually turn the t-shirt inside out before cutting, but I did not do so. So now I have to flip my fabrics inside out, and then we're going to pin along the curve, and we're going to sew the curve for the back and the front portion of the shorts first. You're going to want to use a zigzag stitch when sewing these pieces together because this is a stretch fabric. If you have a serger machine, this is the perfect time to use it. Now that I have my center seams sewn, I am going to take my back half and my front half of my shorts, and I'm going to turn them right sides facing inward, and I'm going to line up the bottom hem of the shorts. That was the bottom hem of the shirt, and I'm going to line those up because we already have a bottom hem. No need to make a new one, so I want to make sure it's nice, lined up, and perfect. And I'm going to pin the outside of the shorts together as well as the inner crotch areas. I'm going to pin those together, and then I'm going to do a zigzag stitch to secure those together. Now that my shorts are completely sewn together, it is time to create a casing for your elastic waistband. My waistband is an inch thick, and I do wish I had a half an inch. I do recommend a half an inch, but elastic is currently out of stock everywhere now, but that's a whole nother story. So what I'm doing is just making sure that the casing will be able to hold the elastic, and I'm going to pin it down, and then I am going to do a zigzag stitch to secure that as well. Once I have that done, I did leave an opening so that way I can push my elastic through the shorts, and I am using a safety pin to help guide it through, as well as I have a safety pin on the other end attached to the shorts so that way I won't lose the ends. Once it's through, you want to overlap your elastic, do a zigzag stitch, and sew the opening closed. and that will be it for your pair of shorts. Now it's time to move on to your top. I have my sports bra here, and I'm simply freehanding around it by just cutting straight downward, and then I am going to cut a curve in for one of the armholes, and then I'm going to overlap my fabric to use as a guide to create the other armhole so they will be symmetrical. Now, if your shirt was not already inside out, go ahead and turn it inside out, and you're going to want to pin the side seams together, and then we're going to do a zigzag stitch right down the side. Now that the sides are sewn, you're simply going to stretch the bottom of your shirt and stretch the armholes of your shirt, because we're not going to sew this part, but if you would like to, you can, to get a more finished look. But that is it. We have a workout top as well as some biking shorts for us to get our workout on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, you guys, be unique. See you next week.